Okay, we have a connection from our local host to the cloud server in our Ubuntu now, right? So we have our Ubuntu in SSH mode and also using the command line interface, right? So you see here pwd, okay, home Ubuntu is still connected. So what you need to do now, I want you to install or configure something. One of it, actually, we want to install the web server. Before installing the web server, we need to check some of the configuration here. We can start by using, this is Ubuntu, right? You can use sudo apt-get update first. So all the updates actually are directly from our instance in AWS to the nearest repository. So will be faster compared to we install in our local host and then we update. It's quite difficult. So better we using Linux server in AWS, then all the component, all the infrastructure in AWS actually better than us. So we just follow step by step here and install the Apache apt-get. So after update your Ubuntu, just install the package. Apache 2 is one of the package for web server. Alright, so this is a common Apache web server package. Apache 2 6 meg. Just yes, very fast compared to our local installation. Every time we're using sudo means we running execute the root privilege. Similarly in your SUSE Linux, right? So what else? Once you enter your password, actually apt will tell you which package is planned to install and how much extra disk space they will take up. That's why you see 6,000 something kilobyte, and then just press yes and hit enter to continue. Just continue already. Now we need to check for syntax error whatsoever. So we can using sudo for user do apache to ctl config test okay, to test the syntax or any error. So the output now okay, syntax okay, mean no problem. Then we try to configure the Apache configuration file. So you can using sudo any tag editor, vi or nano. Okay, put vi lah, we using vi tc apache 2 apache 2 config .conf. This is the configuration file of your Apache web server. So inside the bottom of the file, add a server name directive pointing to your primary domain name. Okay, where is it? Pinpoint first. You pin into bottom of the file. IP address. Your server's public IP. Where is it? Okay. Directory here, right? This is all the configuration file. You can put anywhere lah. You can put in one of the line here. So insert, you put I, then put server name. Server name. This is the directive one. You can use our IP address, public IP address here. 34.204. Right, there's a public IP address 34.204.42.7. And then save and close the file when you are finished. So for me, I just escape first. Save using W12. Right and quick. Then only save the file. Now you can check back the syntax. Is it okay or not? The configuration still okay. Mean you did the same or the correct configuration. You can check back the configuration file. Is it there or not? What you configure? What you add on? Yes, server name here already. So just click. Now adjust the firewall to allow web traffic. So now we try to look into how we can enable the firewall and also allow the firewall for SSH and also the our web server. Assuming that you have followed the initial setup instruction to enable UFW firewall, make sure your firewall allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic. You can make sure that Ubuntu firewall or UFW they call it has an application profile for Apache. So we can look, you can check back, is it our UFW or Ubuntu firewall have the list. Not found. So mean we need to enable firewall. Later we try to enable the firewall first. Okay, before we can secure other application. For this part, you can test your configuration in order to allow your user access your Apache. You can check the Apache configuration and also your Apache status. Oops, sorry.